I do wrong, better give me the work. One like a jumper, I'm feeling like Dirk. My page are addy, they wanna come lurk. They only feel good if they post it on perks. Living my life and it comes with the perks. Knew I could fuck when she gave me the smirk, but it was so easy, it gave.
What's good, YouTube? MarlonmadethatTV back with another video, and today I got Young and Reckless All-Stars episode 1. So today they have the ladies from all 3 seasons competing in challenges individually and in groups for $20K to see who's gonna walk away with $20,000. You feel what I'm saying? So it starts off with Minnie and Key Baby going into Naj's and Kai's room to check up on them and ask them what's the beef and is there any fades. Minnie says that if someone wants that with her, then you know she'll do that, she'll run it with whoever, but she's not trying to like focus on that. Hold on, my bad. Oh yeah, Minnie says they aren't supposed to fight, but if someone wants that with her, she'll be on that. So then Minnie asks Kai and Naj, is there any beef that they have in the house? And Kai says that she still wants that with Ferrari because something that happened in her city, and she doesn't respect Ferrari as the host of Y&R because everybody's disrespected her from the OG's production, and she just thinks that she's more than what she is. You feel me? And she don't get no respect. Then it cuts to Alexis and Shay wanting to run that with Sai because Sai maced Shay at the auditions, and she still feels like she wants to run that with her, and she never got the chance to. So they already were in the house, but then they do Kai and Naj pulling up to the actual house, going in the house first, and the rooms look articulate, like they're in detail, like they look really good. So then it cuts to Naj. She has her confessional. She says that Naj says they fucked up not bringing her back for season 2 or 3, which in my opinion is true. I felt like they could have casted Naj in Y&R both seasons. Like I could see her doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's more of her lane. They tried to put her on South Central Baddies for cash, but I feel like Y&R would have been like the best. It would have been the best to bring her back. You know what I'm saying? It would have shook it up. Naj also says that she isn't trying to fight, but she knows that it could go down depending on who walks through the door. KP and Ferragamo pull up to the house. Baby Tyson ends up pulling us to the house. And so far, all the OGs and all the ladies, they go sit down at a table and talk about how they're gonna play in challenges and what their strategies are. Naj ends up saying she's not worried about no beef or whoever wants to fight her because she's here to try to win 20K. She's not here for any beef, but if anybody still wants to favor her, they could get it. So the ladies get to talking about how they elevated their life in the last year or so. Some ladies was going back to school, criminology degrees, different all types of shit, you feel me? You know, elevating outside of just reality, the TV sphere of what they do. And then Savs end up pulling up, you know what I'm saying? They showing mad love. Sav look lit. And she looks more like mature than last time, you know? I know she been on BBO. I haven't really tuned into that, but she looks more like mature. You can see it. So, they all sitting down, showing Sav love, and then Naj starts to explain her problem with Legacy, or the issue that they had from Y&R 1 when Naj snuck Legacy for her sneaking Ivory season 1, so they never got their issue out the way with that. And then all the OGs, they start talking about which season was the best season in their opinion. I think Kai, Sav, and Naj said season 1 because they were able to do more activities and connect a little bit more, even though they fought, but they were able to do at least some challenges. But season 2 was just like, it was like non-stop fighting, you know what I'm saying? And Kai couldn't wait to get up out of there. So Sav says season 2 was way more forced than anything. Like, no one actually got to have fun, and it was like everybody came to like turn shit up and fight more than try to actually like do the challenges and have fun. So they have the OG cast that's here now watching the premiere of the Y&R videos. So that premiere night of them dropping a prologue, they're watching their reaction and stuff like that. they're all watching the film back. Minnie jumping up in her scene. Minnie jumped when her scene popped up because they showed when she fought Amber and she was in her chair, like she hopped up and was like cheering on, and then you see like there was some like altercation going on after the premiere between Kayla and Jules, and they were out their car like on some Pac shit. Like I don't know what the fuck they was on. They was on some wild ass shit. So after that break, Sav, Kai, Tyson, and Ferragamo say who their favorites are so far. Some say Kennedy, some say Lauren, some say Kayla, you feel me? Like they have their opinions. So Sav, Kai, Baby Tyson, and Ferragamo come up with a game plan to not vote each other out, but create an alliance so that, you know, they're going to be able to survive as long as they can to get the 20K. And they had security close the door so nobody could hear them. Baby Tyson says she's not running from no fades, but she wants to show a better side from what she was being portraying on TV. So, like I said, they got turned at the premiere. Kayla and Jules, they was wilding on some other shit, like really out the black truck. So now it's the next morning. I don't know if the ladies were there and then they filmed, or they got there the next morning or next day. But the girls from season 3 and a couple of them for season 2 end up showing up. So Lauren is in the kitchen with all them, and they get to talking. Minnie and Alexis, not Minnie and Alexis, Lauren and Alexis get to talk about their issues, to see what's the issue, like what's wrong with them. So Alexis explains when Lauren snuck her, it wasn't fair to her that she didn't give her a head up and she could have injured her, you feel me, or fucked up her eye. That's why she wore the ring and popped her in the eye. But that's just, you know what I'm saying, if you watch Young and Reckless. So it's a petty back and forth, you feel what I'm saying? But eventually it gets spicy. Like Lauren wants to press up on Alexis. So they about to fight, but mind you, this is not a fighting show, it's a challenge show. So they're not letting them, they're not letting them fight right now. Let's say that. So Kai tells Baby Tyson what happened. Like, girl, like they outside, like the new girls just got here and they trying to fight, you feel me? So then Legacy finally pulls up. She's like, yeah, you know what's up, why not Allstars, they couldn't have me. And I feel like they should have added Melanie too, but I thought about it, Naj, Ivory, Farragon, like, Melanie probably would have had mad face, so they didn't want to do that. So Sierra also pulls up to the house as well. And damn, like it goes down. Naj and Legacy, they run that, they go at it, and I'm not gonna lie, Naj whooped Legacy out the frame. Oh my god, she tore her one round. It was raps. Like Naj was just mink. She was making her and shit. Legacy was cooked after that, bitch. Ice pack and all. Legacy one of my favorites, but she got packed out. You know what I'm saying? She didn't need that for real. She did not need that for real. So then Kennedy and Yasmin ended up pulling up, and a lot of people got criticism because they was like, how did Kennedy get invited back, which is true. And then it goes to the kitchen. Lauren and Legacy end up talking about their issue with the whole Ferrari thing, and they addressed that it wasn't that deep and serious. And Legacy's telling Lauren that she didn't know what was going on. She just entered into the conversation, and she's holding up ice to her eye. You feel what I'm saying? And again, where the fuck is Mel? Because Mel should have been on this season, but that's just my opinion. And then it ends off with Lauren versus Minnie, and they go at it because they, cats and dogs. It's just they probably fought the reunion. They fought at Allstars, and mind you, this was recorded before the reunion, so. Damn, that's episode 1. Very interesting. I want to see Ivory's arrival, like see how that's gonna play in and them getting to the challenges, and I want to see that interaction between Ferrari and Ivory, how that's gonna go. But yeah, if you stay to the end, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notification bells to be updated with all forms of new content. And I'll see y'all next video. Yeah.